Welcome to Route 31 Credit Union's business podcast, The Extra Mile. My name is Nick, and I'm the host. And today I have a very special story. So I'm going to do something I typically don't do. I'm actually going to read from a paper, and then we'll get into the podcast. But I wanted to make sure that I set the groundwork for this podcast. Today's guest is proof that a person's story isn't defined by a bad moment. It's defined by what they choose to do next. Mr. Sanders spent 15 years of his life incarcerated. 15 years of walls, routine, noise, and survival. But instead of letting that time break him, he used it to rebuild himself. Inside those walls, he discovered purpose, and it came through food. He earned a culinary arts degree, sharpened his craft, and walked out with a vision bigger than his circumstance. Fast forward to today, he's the owner of a healthy food truck that's gaining serious traction. A line of fruit punch drinks people swear by, and his own seasonings that hit harder than most people's comeback stories. This is a conversation about resilience, reinvention, and refusing to let the world tell you who you are. Please welcome Brian Sanders from Sanders Mobile Shop.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian, for being here.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Welcome.
Amazing story. Take us from the top. Where did you grow up? Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Muskegon.
Okay.
I grew up.
Go Big Reds?
No, Muskegon Heights.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Tiger.
Go Tigers.
Yes. During my journey as I grew up, my grandma raised us, me and my brother, because my mother passed away when we was young. It was a blessing. We learned a lot as we growed up. So we learned the value of family. Because when you have a nick of all different ages, a group of adults and young kids, you come together as a family. So it gave me the more support of everything what I am today. I had some bumps and bruises on the way, and as I was growing up, I met a beautiful young lady, my wife, Angela Sanders. We collided together. We grew together. We got married at a young age, but we respect each other, and we learned, and we grow to become the people who we are today. We had bought our first house when we was young. It was something that we had to learn. We didn't know too much as the age we were. We had to keep going back and forth to her mother, my grandmother, just trying to learn how to cook, how to maintain stuff, build situation, and how to maintain an account to make sure we don't have these problems. So it's been a blessing, and God been with me.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
You have so much gratitude in
Yes.
your heart. It's refreshing to see. So we're gonna get into the incarceration a little bit, and then
Yes.
we'll shift gears because that's the past.
Yes.
When you found out you were being sent to prison, what went through your mind?
First thing went through my mind, I'm be away from my kids. That was one of the hardest part. Family and support. My wife would tell you, my kids is my everything. I make sure they on the right path. For what I was doing, I didn't want them to follow behind my footsteps. I wanted them make their own path, but to be successful, and they drive over doing what they want to do. But not look at my past or what I did as a negative, but as a positive. Not to follow behind my father, but to be more resilient and prospect to what I want to do for themselves and go into your field. I don't want you to do nothing that you don't want to do. I want you to be successful and find something that you happy in. Mm-hmm. So that was one of the hardest parts. But being out here in the world, it's part of it. But being away from your kids, that's a major part, especially you been in their life all their life.
Yeah. Are they all grown now?
Yes.
Okay. How old are they?
I have one that's 32 and two boys, 22.
Okay. So you seem really self-motivated from the time we sat down.
Yes.
Eric introduced us via text and then we
Yes.
had coffee, and I think we ended up talking for like 2.5 hours. Something crazy, but we talked about a lot of stuff.
Yes, indeed, we did.
So you're behind those walls and you're not let it shape you,
No.
which says a ton about your character. So what little fairy came in and said you need to be a chef and own your own food truck? What little voice said that to you?
Well, one night I was just in my cell, just thinking. When they transferred me from one facility to another, a buddy of mine, he was there, and he asked me, since I was in the kitchen, I was on the line first, and then I left from the line to be a prep cook. And then he was like, ain't you up in the kitchen? I said, yeah. He said, won't you take this class? I was like, I don't want to take this class. He said, trust me, it's going to be worth your while. So he put my name down. I ain't think nothing of it until I got a call out. Excuse me. Once I got the call out, I was shocked to see that I was on food tech, because that's what he called it there.
Okay.
It was food tech instead
Food
of culinary.
tech. Okay.
So I attended class to see what it was about. Once I started attending class, I kind of liked it. And then I'll start reading, because first we have to do hospitality before you do anything. They was like, well, in order to do this is where you have to start at. Because that was like your phase one. Then you got phase two, because phase one is hospitality. Phase two is serve safe. Then phase three is cooking. You have to go through all these courses before you become a chef.
The foundations.
Yes.
Hospitality is all part of it?
Yes. You got to learn it. That's the key one. That's the first thing. Because you learn how to clean, to sanitize, make sure your chemicals right, make sure everything is in proper order before you can go to serve safe.
And that's part of wearing gloves, right?
Yes.
So Brian brought me lunch, and he showed up with gloves on and hand-delivered me the lunch. So if that shows you how focused this man is to attention to detail, I respect it more than you'll ever know. But that's awesome, man. I appreciate it. Now it all makes sense.
Yes.
But I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So who inspired you the most throughout your journey?
Through the journey of this, my grandmother and my wife's mother, as well as my wife and daughter, they pushed me. Because once I learned, because I used to watch my grandmother cook. Even though I play sports, I come home and see her cooking. And I'm like, Grandma, what you cooking? I'm cooking greens, or I'm cooking chitlins, or I'm cooking fried chicken, baked beans.
Now you make me real hungry.
So, yeah, she gave me inspiration how to cook, but I would never be there to learn to cook. And then I used to look at my uncles and them. They used to be on the barbecue grill. So I learned that technique of the barbecue grill. And once I learned that, my wife used to tell me, all you know how to cook is barbecue and breakfast. I say yes. I said, I ain't too much of a technician yet. But as I got older, and when I went to prison this time, I learned the basics. Not to use so much seasoning on your food. If I knew what I know now, back then, I'd have been open all this. Because people like to eat. Especially when you have good food and it's healthy for you.
Yeah.
You can go a long ways with it.
So let's talk little bit about that. You don't have a barbecue truck.
No.
You don't have, the traditional food truck type. It's a specialty wraps.
Yes.
And they're healthy.
Yes.
Walk us through that. Why the shift? I think it's awesome. Because you go to farmers markets or fairs or, pretty much anywhere, and it's like, it's hard to find a healthy option. It really is.
Yes.
In America especially. But, yeah, walk us through that. Like, what was...
When I was incarcerated, I used to cook. And while I was there, I used to cook for inmates. And people used to say, what are you cooking? So I used to make a 12 by 12 box. And I make this rice I do, a specialty rice I make. And I make a nacho do. And then I make a nacho do with wraps.
Okay.
So people used to say, well, can you get chicken? So we ordered chicken off the store commissary, and I make the chicken, but I don't use the seasoning. And people used to like, why you don't use the seasoning? Because that's just more too much seasoning and salt on it. The blend don't work.
Yeah.
It takes the flavor away from the chicken, what you're trying to do. And now you altered in the chicken to something that's you might like, but it's not good for your body.
Yeah.
So I used to make it, and they used to like it. Because once I put it together, people was like, man, this is amazing. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So I do the same thing you do. You say, no, you don't.
Don't give out your secret.
No.
Right. So you wanted healthier options.
Yeah, so when I got out of prison, I sent all my recipes to my daughter and my wife. And they have a cookbook. And they used to look at it. It's like, are you going to cook others? I said, yes. So when I got released from a commutation I got, it was a blessing. Because after 15 years, I put a commutation in, and the governor released me to become released home. So I got out early. And that was a blessing. And so when I got home, I made a meal for her. So she was like, what is this? I said, this is the chicken wrap I told you I want to order. And this is what I want to open up when I'm home with you. So I made the whole meal for her. And they tried it. They was like, hold on. You making this? I said, yes, it's healthy. She said, yes. You don't have all this, you don't have the salt in it.
No, the sodium.
You don't have none of that in it. I said, no. I said, but I'm making homemade barbecue sauce. We have a secret sauce and ranch. Something we can't take credit for. But she said, you put it all together, it's called heaven.
So now it's safe to say, and I think you mentioned this, you probably cook all the holiday meals and all the other meals.
No,
All right.
they in there act with me.
He did take credit first.
No.
I'm just playing.
Now, for the first holiday, yes, they made me cook everything. She was there. She was like, no, I'm not cooking. I said, what you mean? You got to go. She said, I'm going to just make just a potato salad and the dressing. The rest of it, you got to cook. She said, because I want to see your real potential of what you know how to do. So I showed her, and it was amazing for her. So she kind of liked it.
I never got into it heavy, but my mom was the same way. She was always in the kitchen cooking biscuits and gravy and chicken and pork chops and loins and country fried steak and sweet potatoes and anything you think of. My mom spent hours in the kitchen. She loved it, though. That was her love language, is cooking for us. So, and I enjoy cooking now, too. Like, in our marriage, I cook most of the meals, and I enjoy it.
Yes. I know, because if you got the love for cooking, it shows in your food.
Yeah.
And people don't realize it. If your heart is into it, and it's going to show through your food how the taste it is. If you angry and mad about it, you can see it, you can taste it.
Yeah. It's an art.
Yes, it is.
People don't understand, like, well, I think people do, but it's not viewed as art, but cooking is truly an art. Like
yes, it is. It's a chef.
Culinary arts. I mean, that's what it's called, culinary arts, right? Like, it's an art.
Just like you building a building.
Yeah.
That's your passion.
Yeah.
You show your passion through your heart of what you do. And people like that. They be like, man, that's a beautiful building. You put your all into it to show them this is what this is.
Speaking of beautiful things, you have a food truck.
Yes.
That's pretty sweet.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you showed me a video of it.
Yes.
And this man has white cabinets inside of a food truck. But I think that speaks to how meticulous he is.
Yes.
And I'm gonna catch you at like a farmer's market. I'm gonna go in and inspect it, make sure it's still that white.
Oh, trust me.
I'm just playing.
It is.
I know it is. But
yes, it is.
Yeah, that food truck is awesome. So walk us through that. Why a food truck and not a brick and mortar location?
Well, when I came home, they asked me, did I want a brick and mortar? I told them no. They said, like, why not?
Who's we?
My wife, my daughter, and my father-in-law.
Or them, rather.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
They asked me, why not a brick and mortar? I said, first and foremost, we would never be able to hit none of the places that people would never know what we cook. I don't want the overhead. I don't want all the hiring I have to do. Sit down at one location and just be stabilized there instead of being out into the community so people can really see and taste my food, to see who I really am. I want them to know who we are. It's called Sanders Mobile Shop for a reason. I want to bring it to them, to this community, that community, and let them see this is what we're doing. This is who we are. We are just a household name, but a blessing to come with it.
Yeah. You're bringing the food to the people.
Bringing it straight to them.
And in a way, there's a little like subconscious symbolism to that. You didn't want a brick and mortar, like you were incarcerated.
Yes.
Now you have your freedom.
Yes.
And the food truck gives you even more freedom.
Yes.
And you get to spread that love and that food to everybody. I love it. I love it. So what's the most challenging part so far?
Well,
He's like, how much time we got?
well, we can talk all days for that. Because the challenging part when I first started, we had to get to people and let them know who I am. A lot of people knew who I was from being out there in the world. I don't want them to know me that no more. I want them to know the new vision and the new version of who I am now. That I didn't change. But these ways, I don't want to go back that way. I want you to show this way. It's another path that you can go and be successful and maintain a positive outlook with the community, as well as getting involved with the community. Give back to the community, show them that you do love them and you do have respect for the things they're doing, because they are bringing you the revenue for you to grow as well. So I had to learn it by just watching, seeing things, and maintaining the visualize in your vision to be successful out there with them. If you don't interact with your community or other communities, you won't be successful out there. You'll just fall to the wayside by trying, because you're doing it the wrong way. You're not interact with your community. You're not talking to them, not letting them know who you are. Just show them. Don't be scared to tell them about your story. Let them know.
Yeah. It's a great story.
Yes, thank you.
It is. I don't think anybody, after you telling them that, would feel any certain way about you other than positive.
Thank you.
Do you have any plans to do like a work release program or anything like that? Just to kind of show those coming out that, hey, there is a way.
Yes, I've been working with Nate Johnson.
Okay.
Great fella.
Yep.
He's
Great guy.
Yes. He been having me come on Wednesdays just to come talk up at the church, but it's a church he go to, and he had me come there speak, because he said, I want them to hear your story, to show them that it is a different way to go, because a lot of them just being released and they come to this program right there, because they help out the incarcerated people, and I like that what he doing. He giving back to them, and he's showing them that it is different paths that you can go down. You don't have to go back to being your old self. I got living witness people that can tell you the testimony of what they did. So, and what I like about it, because it ain't just him. It's other supervisor people there to see that you can change. And I like that, because it gives us a freedom to know we do have somebody to back us. We do have people that do care for us, even though we've been incarcerated. Yes.
Not defined by your past.
Yes.
That's it's more than most people do, just in general, even if they're not incarcerated.
Yes.
They tend to live in the past and focus on that and let a bad moment define the future.
Yeah.
And the resilience that you showed in the reinvention is awesome.
Thank you.
It's been great to meet you.
Oh, it's been a pleasure that I met you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Thank you to Eric
Yes.
Cochran that introduced us.
Yes, he's an awesome guy.
Another awesome person.
Yes.
Another amazing chef.
Oh, man.
Culinary genius.
Yes.
So shout out to him as well.
Yes, we got to get
over at Love Cafe now.
Yes. And I heard that's doing
shameless plug.
Doing real good.
Yeah, go check that out
Yes.
if you haven't. Not to make it about that, but go check that out as well. So, last question, and then I'll give you a moment to pitch your business if you would like, but if you had one piece of advice to give to the public, what would that be?
Don't be scared of your dreams. Follow them. It's not always going to be easy. It's going to be hard. Your dream's going to determine who you are, the faith that you want to do. You're going to fail sometimes. It's not always going to be glamorous going into it. You're going to have some hard times trying to find your nick of being who you are. The business, whatever you do, you got to stay on the grind. You got to keep doing it. If it takes 24 hours a day, but get you some rest. But that vision, what you have, follow it. It's not going to never determine you not that person unless you try. Give yourself that opportunity to push forward to up in that, and you never know who's watching you, because you have a lot of people that's got eyes on you when you're doing stuff.
On both ends.
Yes.
Yeah. If you're failing, they got eyes on you. If you're succeeding, they got eyes on you.
Especially the ones that if you're failing, they want to bring you back to your old path. And they're like, I told you.
See weakness.
Yes. And they're going to come at you. But if you still stay strong with it, you'll see the strong people come and pick you up and lift you up and tell you, come on, I got you. Don't worry about it. I know it. You're feeling, you think it hurt. It's just a learning lesson. Move forward. I'm going to show you. Different people going to come in your life and show you different things. You can't be successful. And they'll show you the way. Just keep building.
Love it. Great advice.
Thank you.
Great advice. That's why I wanted to ask you that question. I knew you'd have some great wisdom to share. And yeah, it's been a pleasure to have you on today.
I love it. Thank you.
And so if you'd like to pitch your Sanders Mobile Shop into
yes,
the camera there, feel free to do that.
Hi, I'm Brian Sanders with Sanders Mobile Shop, where we cater to any and everybody. We have a specialty wrap, not just chicken wrap. We have all different variety of wraps. We do gluten-free, we do chicken, we do walking tacos. We have a Philly steak cheese wrap, which my wife does. And we have a chicken wrap that's called Ann's. It's named after her, where we saute the onions and bell peppers and give it to the people, which they love. So if you're ever down at the farmer's market, please come on down and check us out. Thank you.
In fact, where are you going to be this week?
This weekend, today, we'll be at the farmer's market from 5 to 9. They have a Christmas gathering they have going on. It's called Holiday Arts and Craft down at the farmer's market today from 5 to 9.
Okay. What about next week? Because this will probably take a day to get out there. So what about next week? Where are you going to be next
Saturday,
week?
We'll be at Grand Haven.
Okay.
We'll be there at the Mimi.
Perfect.
This Saturday.
Perfect.
Yes.
Ryan, thank you for being so vulnerable and talking about your past and, more importantly, the future you're building.
Yes.
Truly appreciate you being here. Thank you to your wife for being here as well.
Yes.
They always got to be in your corner, right?
Oh, most definitely.
So
support is the best thing in the world. If you don't have that, that's what's going to be hard. And I have to keep expressing and telling people, you have to have support. Keep supporting your corner. If you didn't burn bridges, that's going to be a hard thing to come back. They're going to see you for your old self, that what you didn't did to them. And if you keep that strong, positive thing with them, what you done done for them, not just to do, but just being there for them. And they going to love you for who you are. But before we leave,
more knowledge drops before we get out here.
I like to thank my support team and God for bringing me here. And me and you, it's a blessing.
God is good.
All the time.
All the time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.